Well, a very good morning to you all and welcome back to another Canary Islands news update. I'm going to be running through all the latest bits of news and information that I think might be relevant to you if you're coming over on holiday or you're already here. I'm also going to be going to a bit more specifics to do with Tenerife, which is where I am here in Los Cristianos, where it's absolutely gorgeous this morning. If you're new to the channel, a big welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. Let's jump right into it. So I'm going to start off with this article here, which applies to Spain and all of the Canaries as well. The new travel rules, which will make a holiday to Spain so much easier. Brits heading to Spain will soon be able to get through the airport much easier thanks to new rules. Airport security can be a stressful experience with restrictions on liquids, electronics, getting it all out of your luggage, having it scanned. However, that is all set to change. Spanish authority AENA have confirmed they are easing rules, making passengers take liquids out of your bags. The new 3D scanners that are going to be coming in, being rolled out next year, mean your toiletries as well as your electronic devices can stay in your bag rather than being put into trays. We all know what a nightmare that is. You've got to have it in the little Ziploc bags. It's got to be the right size Ziploc bag. It's a nightmare. However, the new 3D scanners, they're introducing them into the UK as well. I did mention that in a couple of news updates ago. They are now going to be here in Spain and Canary Islands as well, which is fantastic. It's going to make it a lot easier. The new technology will be rolled out at Barcelona and Madrid first, and then they will soon distribute it out to the likes of Tenerife, Ibiza and Palma Airport as well. So here in Tenerife, for sure, we'll have these new 3D scanners. I did pass through them when I went to Amsterdam back in December, and they are so much easier. You just put your bag on, pick it up the other side. There's no getting all the electronics out. The likes of me, I travel with all kinds of camera equipment. So much easier, these scanners, and they are going to be having them in the main UK airports as well, which is Manchester, London, I think Glasgow as well. So travelling in and out hopefully will be much easier. But there is another big added benefit of that, which is that you will be able to bring your bottles of water with you, your drinks. You won't have to buy them in the airport. Hopefully you're able to bring a drink of whatever you like and not have to pay the rip-off airport prices. So that is one big positive of that. The new rules are coming into play mean that passengers travelling through the UK airports will be able to carry drinks, make-up, liquids of any size in their hand luggage for the first time in 16 years. You'll be able to bring your bottle of aftershave, your cream, whatever you want. It's going to make it so much easier, and we'll no longer have to pay the rip-off £2 a bottle of water and all of that in the airports, queuing up in the shops. Luggage will pass through special CT scanners to inspect the bags, which use 3D imaging instead of 2D imagery. A ban on carrying liquids onto aircraft was imposed in 2006 after obviously the terrible events of 9/11. However, you will now be able to bring soft drink bottles, soft drinks, toothpaste, aftershaves, all of that on to the flight, which would be absolutely brilliant. And I'm made up that we're going to have the technology here at this end as well. So soon, probably in about 5 years, maybe everywhere we'll have it. It'll make travel so much easier. But the bit I'm made up about is not having to buy the rip-off drinks. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. It's going to be so much easier. I think it will reduce the need for security, fast track as well. All of that's going to speed everything up. And hopefully you won't have to get to the airport about 3 hours early anymore either. So let me know your thoughts on that one down in the comments. So the next article does again apply to all of Spain and the Canary Islands. It is a little topic that a lot of you have messaged me about as well, and that is to do with the new EU visa tax that will come into place. To come over from November, you will need to go online and get one of these electronic visas to travel to an EU country. That includes Spain. There's a lot of concern with Spain's tourism board. They're saying that it's going to put people off. It's an added expense. I don't think it's as bad as maybe it's being made out. It's a little electronic form. It costs you a couple of quid, but it's nothing like it was when you had to get COVID tests and all of that. It's not hugely complicated. Once you've done it as well, it does, I believe, last a couple of years. It doesn't expire very quickly, but you will need to get one. However, they are hoping to maybe work out some form of system where it could be avoided. They're worried it will put people off coming over. Let me know, would it put you coming off? I mean, are you going to come and sit on the lovely sunny warm beaches, or are you going to stay at home for the sake of filling in a little visa? I can't see it being a major problem, but let me know your thoughts about it down in the comments. A lot of articles about it. We'll have to see what happens with it. But as of now, from November onwards, you will need to get one of those. That applies to all EU countries as well. So do bear that in mind. If you're planning any trips after November onwards, do keep in mind you might need to get that sorted. Now, I have also been asked about this one that is floating around as well, and it is an article, again, applies to everything. UK travellers with holidays to Spain, Portugal and Germany issued fresh warning. People who have planned holidays to a number of European tourist destinations have been issued a word of warning, as 2023 is expected to be a massively popular year for flying abroad, coming on holiday. You do still have to bear in mind that COVID restrictions can come back and they can change very quickly. Here in the Canaries, we're extremely steady and very low in terms of COVID numbers. The dreaded C word is back. But do bear in mind, it can change. If we saw a little increase here, they could change the rules. I would, of course, keep you updated on that on the channel. Very unlikely, but there's a few articles, again, floating around. Just a little word of warning, just double check before you travel. You can go on the UK government website for advice for Spain and just check. You never know, they could reintroduce overnight. They do change it quite quickly. You might need to fill in a form or something coming in, but it's very unlikely, especially here. With Canary Islands, extremely unlikely, but it is a bit of a warning for everyone with Feb half term coming up as well, that you just make sure you've got everything that you need. They can change the requirements very quickly in all of these countries. Now, next up, you might have seen floating around on Facebook and things, Carnival has been going on over here in Tenerife. I did watch some of it on the Canary Islands TV yesterday. It looked amazing up in Santa Cruz. They've got festivals and parades and everything going on all week. It is still going on as well. The theme this year has been New York. There's been various different fun costumes and floats going by, and it does carry on all week. In terms of here in Tenerife, today, Wednesday, you've got at 10 p.m. Burial of the Sardine. 10:30 there's a carnival parade night. Tomorrow, Thursday, there's another festival. Friday, 6 p.m, you've got the Children's Parade up in Santa Cruz. You've got the Award Winners Festival after that at 8 p.m. Another party at 11:30 on Friday night, Carnival Party Night. Saturday, daytime carnival. So Saturday 25th coming up, going to be busy up there in Santa Cruz, daytime. I know that's a popular one for people to go up for. And then you've also got 9:30 p.m. on Saturday, Carnival Party Night as well. That does continue into Sunday, where they have the closing sort of ceremony or closing party as well. So that is all going on in Santa Cruz at the moment. In terms of other islands, it's all going on as well. I'm going to leave in the description the link to this website, which tells you everything that's going on and where it's going on. For example, Gran Canaria. You've got various different things going on, mainly throughout March as well, so you might be able to catch some of that. Las Palomas has got stuff going on 10th of Feb to the 5th of March. Telday's got 3rd to the 12th of March. There's quite a lot going on across the island, so I will leave that in the description if you want to see exactly what's going on. In terms of here again, Tenerife, Los Gigantes, you've got a big one coming up for the carnival, and this is in March as well. Election of the Carnival Queen, 3rd of March. The big carnival parade, 5th of March. Drag Queen Gala, 9th of March, and it runs through from the 3rd of March to the 11th up in Los Gigantes, which isn't far from your Las Americas, Los Cristianos. You can go up there, and it's about 25 minutes, 30-minute drive. Parking might be tricky, but if you're here in Tenerife at that time, you want a bit of a taste of Carnival without going up to Santa Cruz, or you might have missed the Santa Cruz one. That one in Los Gigantes looking good as well. I will link this. It's guidetocanariislands.com. Where I've found all this information. I'll link it in the description if you want to check out any of the dates in your area or on your islands. Fuerteventura, Lanzarote, it's going on across them all. And it is interesting to see as well, especially the one here in Santa Cruz. It is the 2nd largest carnival in the world, so if you do get a chance, do make sure you go and check that out. Now on to the other huge main question that everyone asks me about. What's happening with the weather? Is the weather going to change? How warm is it? How cold is it? It's very hard to predict. All I can tell you is from the last 2 weeks, it's been consistent. It hasn't been consistently amazing, but the consistency seems to be lovely and clear in the morning for the first few hours, and then it seems to cloud over, especially up in the mountains, by about 11, 12, and then sometimes that cloud does spread down and across, and we get a slightly overcast afternoon, some scattered showers as well, very fine rain showers. My biggest tip is, if you're coming over at the moment, get stuff done first thing in the morning. Get out. 7 a.m. I was up this morning at the tyre shop. It was gorgeous. It's now about 12 and it's starting to get really overcast now, so do bear that in mind. Make use of those hours in the morning. In terms of a forecast, it's very steady. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday across the Canaries. It's a bit like this: sun, blue skies and scattered clouds. Bits of rain on Saturday as well. Highs as well. You see I'm in a jumper, even though it looks lovely and sunny. It's about 16 degrees in the shade, 14 degrees in some places, so it can be chilly if you're sitting down, you know, in a bar in the shade. You might need a little jumper. I've been wearing this quite a lot. When the sun is out, it's scorching, 23 degrees on your back, you're sweating. You're either scorching in the sun or freezing in the shade. It's quite hard to predict, so do take a jumper around with you. In the evening it is dropping down as well. It's going quite nippy, so jeans, some people are wearing coats, jackets, jumpers. It does drop down to about 14 degrees, even 12 degrees. Down here on the coast, up in the mountains, drop down even more. So definitely bear that in mind. It is a little bit of a mixed bag at the moment. Make use of those morning hours. That's the biggest advice I can give. This morning was glorious. Now 12 o'clock, it's starting to cloud over a little bit. So that's my main advice. If you are new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. I do bring these regular updates when there's enough information and important things to give you. I will be back with another video, of course. Do please hit the thumbs up as well, helps out the video. Drop down in the comments your thoughts on the new security scanners. I think that's excellent. If you've been to Carnival, let me know how it was. I've seen some amazing scenes across Santa Cruz there. And if I've missed anything, do let me know down in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. Check out the other 950 videos on the channel. If you want to see some live streams as well, we do have regular walking live streams around here in Tenerife. And that's it from me. Thank you very much, and stride on.